Nikki, you want to start us?
Hey, Arden, Nikki Edwards, Yahoo Sports. What are your emotions going into senior day and playing at Folsom one last time?
Honestly, I'm grateful. It's definitely kind of crazy to see how fast college went by, and obviously starting at Missouri and coming back home, and then also just starting with Coach Prime and going with him for these last 3 years. Definitely coming down to the wire, I guess. Now it's reality. So if anything, I was like, wow, I'm actually here now. So on top of that, especially being a legacy buff as well, like so much stuff on the line. And honestly, as I'm really thinking about it too. From in terms of just like that team from the like that era of like the 90s and things like that, someone of like the last kids in that generation too, from like playing standpoint. So definitely got a lot on my shoulders, and put a chip on my shoulder this week. So
Ryan, go ahead.
Arden, with that, you didn't choose this place coming out of high school. You went to Missouri first and
Yeah.
made the decision to come here a couple years ago. Are you glad you did? And what's the journey been like for you to be here as a Buff?
Oh, 100%. I'm glad that I was able to get back into the black and gold for sure. I feel like I bet on myself coming out of Missouri back in 2023, and then I'm grateful that Coach Prime gave me a chance. And I think that obviously I made enough noise, and I'm able to take my game to where I want to go. So.
Good job.
Yeah, I'm Jack Harlow, Buffs on SI. I asked Coach Prime this as well, but outside of getting another win or two, just what does finishing strong look like to you?
I mean, I feel like it's more about the win. I feel like we got to get 2 wins, and I honestly want to send my guys in the room that are seniors out the right way. Not only just me, but I feel like the people that also work with me every day. Like I want to send them out the right way, and then even some of the underclassmen, like just going to leave an impression on them too. So I just want to make sure that we're enjoying these last 2 weeks and we go out with a bang for sure.
Hey, Arden, Brandon Cristal, Guerrilla Sports. You obviously could have gone a bunch of places when you left Missouri, so how much pressure was there going to a place where your dad had so much success, and then what will the emotions be like for the whole family, not just for you, on senior day?
I mean, I didn't feel any pressure, to be honest. I felt like, if anything, was something my dad honestly told me was just, like, at the end of the day, it's your life, and you don't want driving the ship. So I feel like I just wanted to give myself the best opportunity and prove it to myself, if anything. But my parents are proud of me, my family, my goddad, like everybody who's coming to the game. They just want to see me do good, and they've been nothing but proud. There's been a smile on their face almost every week, despite how things have went. But I just want to continue to keep making them proud, if anything. So I'm just glad that they're here, and I'm very appreciative, very blessed to just be in this situation.
Hey, Arden, with this new era of the transfer portal and, kind of 1-year stints at a bunch of places, how important is it to have Colorado kids on Colorado's team?
Yeah, I mean, and then me getting in the portal from 3 years ago is totally different from how it is now. I mean, keeping it real, it's like free agency. So I think that's something that I have when I have talked to guys like from Colorado, and they come up here and they're like exploring opportunities and stuff. Like I'm telling them, like, to be honest with you, how it's moving, first when I came and I was getting into the portal and things like that, it's a way different game. And I want them to understand that coming out of high school, like, we really got to be on it. And I feel like, if anything, Coach Prime does give people opportunities to come play as an underclassman. So that's a plus from our program. And I want to say, like, if a Carl kid feel like they can play in their first year, I feel like take your chance. So I want them to stay home as much as they can. But like I said, at the same time, I just want people to be in the best situation possible too. So.
This means a lot to you, and obviously, coming back here and wearing that logo. We were
Right.
just talking with Ben about, the transition to Juju, and clearly you want to leave this place, and you want to leave this place in a good spot. How do you feel like things have kind of transitioned now that Julian's taken over and kind of heading off into the future?
I mean, I think when I seen Julian in the spring, it was like his growth from from a maturity side. It started from there, and like I think he stayed consistent from the season on. Like from fall camp, he was just getting his feel in terms of just transitioning to gearing for the season, and then now like he's just been staying ready the whole time. So I'm just happy for him to he's very poised in the pocket. I feel like he stays pretty like calm and things like that, despite that he's only 17 years old. It's like, man. I see a lot in him. There's a lot of potential there, and I just want him to make sure he maximizes it, if anything. So, like I said, the maturity side is something that he definitely progressed through this whole season.
You feel like the program's in good hands and that he can handle the weight of what's coming on his shoulders?
For sure, he ready for it. I could tell. I mean, like I said, since day one he came in, definitely relaxed, laid back kind of guy. Which I mean, we kind of got along as well. So I talk to him off the field all the time. So he's a real good kid. Like I feel like he's ready to play. If anything, he's hungry, and I can see it in his eyes. And obviously, you've seen when we played West Virginia, he made a couple plays that stood out. And then I think he got like PFF Player of the Week too. So man, like only way is up for sure. And I hope he does what he's supposed to do.
Arden, I know coming back here, I'm sure there was probably a lot of familiar faces you got a chance to see over the last couple of years. I knew you were close to Julian Hammond on the basketball side. Just how rewarding has the last 3 years been for you, just maybe reconnecting with people and building off relationships that you maybe started in high school?
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty cool to see. Actually, Julian's coming to the senior game too. So, but I feel like coming back, just being familiar, seeing familiar faces, and then even some people on campus that don't play like football or like whatever sport, just kind of reconnecting with them, and then making some of those connections I had in high school. Like, I feel like it still went a long way. I think Cherry Creek. I always tell people it's like telling them I went there is like you went to Harvard almost in Colorado in a way. But I feel like from that side of just those connection sides, I enjoyed it, and I'm very appreciative because I still talk to people, and then people were always showing me support and showing love. So, like I said, being a hometown kid and taking full advantage of it, I think that's what I did these last 3 years, and obviously my face has been around places now too. So, it's been nothing but a blessing for sure.
Hey, Arden, Shane Holcomb, Scobo Sports. I talked to Coach Prime a little earlier about how retention kind of has become the new recruiting in college football, and you've obviously had those conversations in the past when it comes to the transfer portal. So I guess what's your message to some of these players who are a little bit on the fence right now of sticking with this Colorado project?
I feel like they got to trust the process in a way. I know it's easy just to jump and move and things like that, and sometimes you got to water your grass. Yeah, that's really what it's about. Like I feel like it's hard for me to say that, even though I did get in the portal and stuff like that, but if they do take that chance, it's like you still have to rebuild and do whatever you have to do. Because when I first got here, I still had to like recreate myself and then reestablish myself when I got here. So, like the guys who do have opportunities and they actually have been playing things like that, like I want them just to kind of trust the process and see where they can go with it, because like you never know what could happen. And so, I do want them to stay if they can and make the most of the situation. Because I mean, there's some good people on the staff that believe in our players and things like that too. So, like I said, everybody got to help everybody. That's how I feel about it.
Thanks, Arden. Appreciate it.